State University. What can you say to young people in reference to this and the importance of the vote now?
I want to add on and say that many people are registered to vote. Don't just say, I'm a registered voter and not go to the polls and vote, because what good does it do to be a registered voter and not go to the polls? I had a class at Tennessee State where all of the people in the classroom were registered to vote. But when the teacher asked us how many of us voted, I was the only hand to go up. Now, I don't know if other people were just being shy and just didn't want to raise their hand, and they really did vote. But it saddened me. It saddened me to think about I was the only person in the class to vote. And us being black, African American, I think we of all people need to vote any chance that we can.
And I think, Brother Kimbrough, you've already indicated that in terms of Selma and all of these other places, that these were actually downright denials of individuals to participate in the process. But what he's talking about now is that there seems to be no denial of that participation, yet these young people still don't seem to want to vote. What can you say in reference to that?
Well, I think that one is we need to insist when we have this 1 month out of the year of Black History Month, the teachers need to stop opting out talking about this is Human History Week. It's Black History Week. It's Black History. Why do I need to try to change, clean up something that's there? That's a part of history. It's Black history. You can bring as many people and to God be the glory for people coming of different ethnic backgrounds, nationalities, but it's on the backs of black people. See, you know, we must have strong backs, because we're at the bottom of the barrel, regardless of whether it's employment, education. We're holding a lot of people up on our backs. Since that's what got us where we are in terms of whatever advancement we have made, let's keep it rolling and register people, teach our children that we have to have this lever and we can pull it on election day. Don't have to argue about it. We've fought and died for it. So, but register and vote. Now, I think it's unfortunate. Our president of the NAACP, Ms. Marilyn Robinson, tells me that one of the things that we will be doing this time is all the MAPCO, well, not all, but many of the MAPCO stations will be sites for voter registration. And there's, I believe, the AKAs and other sororities and fraternities will be manning taking care of these sites so that the voter registrations are turned in properly and people get their voter registration card. I work in the elections, have been for several years. On election day, it's so unfortunate to see people come up who haven't changed their addresses, haven't changed if their names have changed. It takes up time, takes up people time who don't want to wait. So, you know, since you can do it, go change your name if your name has been changed. Change your address. So all you have to do is come in and pull out that piece of ID and get in line and get your application and vote.
And so what we're saying, Reverend Wardle, is Dr. Kimbrough is explaining, is that we've got enough time. There's enough time now between now and the next election, whenever that might be, which is to say that if we miss this November 8, 2008 election, that there will be another election, but whatever election occurs, that the individual always has time before that election to register and do everything that's necessary so that when it comes time to vote, they can get out and actually participate in the process. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, sir. I believe that time not only equals money, but time also equals action, and that means we need to take action this instant, so when the time comes for us to vote, we will be ready. Many people say, oh, why didn't you vote? Oh, I didn't vote because I forgot. I didn't have enough time. So we need to start now so they will not have an excuse not to vote.
Very good. Let me thank you, Reverend Wardle and Dr. Kimbrough, for coming by and bringing us that restatement in a real sense of some of the things that we've talked about and all of us have talked about over the last 25 or 30 years, the importance of the vote. But I think the two of you have already indicated during this season that perhaps this just might be the most important voting that we've become involved in since 1860, since the first time that we were able to participate in the suffrage after slavery. And so I appreciate the two of you coming by and giving us that information. And one reason we selected the two of you was because you sort of represented that fighter that's been involved in a long time, and you know what it takes. And this young man represents the new attitude. And of course,
well, we're privileged to have been here and have an opportunity to hopefully inspire some people to get out.
And let me thank the two of you for coming by and giving us that information today. And let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.
More people are watching Fox 7.